Welcome guys, welcome Daily Crypto Trading. Today we're going to do a TA of Bitcoin. Let's jump straight into it guys. Are we done? Are the bull run over? Are we going to work on jobs we don't even like? Are we going to a wife which are angry all the time? Okay guys, I'm gonna stop, just joking. Well guys, let's look at it as a TA perspective instead, and I don't believe the bull run is over at all. If you've been following my channel, you know I do proper TA, which means I do probability, no guarantee. The realm of possibilities is long, right? And I use Elliott wave for long-term holding, and then I use as short-term trading, I use other indication and so on to show me where the market might go. We're not going against the market, we're going with the market, right? To see where the buyers and sellers might be. And in my opinion, Bitcoin are actually doing great. Before we look at the TA of Bitcoin, I just want to thank you guys for subscribing. There we go, making us feel already. Subscribing to the channel, liking the content, commenting, and of course joining our Telegram where you guys comment every day. So thank you for being part of the community. It might not be a big community, but guys, we are growing every day, and I am seeing in my Telegram group that you guys are earning a lot of money when you write about it. And if you are earning money, can you please comment down and not only write in the Telegram, because I see you guys are earning a lot of profit. Just remember, this is not a financial advice channel, a pump channel, a buy signal channel, anything like that. This is an entertainment channel where we learn proper TA, guys. And just to finish this off, guys, remember, I will be there in the good times and I will be there in the bad times. Let's jump straight into it, guys. We're going to look at this at the long term and the short term. If you start with the long term and look at the weekly, guys, we can actually apply Elliott wave. If you've been following my channel, you know I love to use Elliott wave on my TA. And we just look at the Elliott wave, right? We have a wave 1, which is what we call the impulsive wave. We have the corrective wave, and then we have wave 3, 4, 5 before we see a bigger correction. And remember, like I said last time, guys, in these waves, there's waves within waves. I know it can be confusing, but just think, this big leg up, there's actually a wave already inside, right? And within these waves, there's wave in it. Alright guys, I'm not going to complicate it. I will show it in my TA how it does look and how it does work, and where we might find the bottom in the long term for Bitcoin and where the price might go from here. Again, all in the realm of possibilities, no guarantees, remember that. So if we take a look at wave 1, guys, we see we had one big leg up to the upside. This is what we call an impulsive move, wave 1. And within this wave 1, there was actually waves, right? So we had wave 1 before we saw ABC, zigzag correction. And then we found the bottom, which was the wave 2. So we had to, and wave 3 is usually where the most profit is. And we had a big leg to the upside. And when then we have a big drop, which was again ABC, zigzag correction. And then we have a bigger to the upside again, wave 5. Before we saw this big ugly correction, this ABC to the downside. And usually that is around, let me just see. Yeah, that is around 55% downside. Also, if we take a fib level, it will also show us it was around this area, right? So that is actually what the Elliott wave are telling us. So far, so good, right? Then of course we have to look at wave 3, because now we found the wave 2, because from wave 1 to 2 we had the ABC zigzag, as you guys can see here. Then we had to go to wave 3. Are we all the way to wave 3? No, I will tell you why we are not, guys. So look at the wave 2, right? We found the bottom, we are at wave 2, and then we are going to wave 3. Again, the impulsive move at the moment. But again, within these waves, there's wave, right? So there we have a wave 1, 2, 3, right? Now we are finding wave 4, and now we need to find the bottom. Have we bottomed out? I don't believe so. I believe we can go longer down. That is what the fib level is telling us. We can go all the way to 54 to 55,000. However, we must, again, wave 4 cannot go lower than wave 1, right? If we go lower than wave 1, which is right there, this TA get invalidated. This is important to know. If we go lower, if wave 4 go lower than wave 1 right there, this TA gets invalidated, right? So we can go all the way to 54 to 55,000, as I mentioned in my previous Bitcoin TA, but there we have a strong support. That's also what the VPV are telling us. If we combine all these indicators, right? And just to clarify, guys, the price below wave 1 is around 52,000, all right? So if we go below 52,000, it is okay to go below it, but if we close below it in the weekly, that is bad, all right? So it's okay to go below it, but as long as we don't close the candlestick below wave 1, which is 52,000, then we are all good, because that means the wave 4 is actually finished, and then we are going to wave 5, which is the last one, which is also the leg up to the impulsive move to, if you guys see here, to the leg, to wave 3. Before we see ABC correction, right? So then we will see an ABC correction. Within this ABC, there will be a move down to like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count down, right? This is also potential for reversal, which means once we bottom out, once we are here, which is around 94,000, I know it sounds impossible at the moment, but I believe it is a possibility in the realm of possibilities, right? So if we go to the wave 3 and then hit this target, we can actually go overextended already. We can already hit 100,000, sorry, 114 to be correct, right? But usually we are around this area. This is the fib level. It usually, sorry, I'm just making this answer. This is usually where wave 3 goes, the fib level of 1, 2, 3, 6, right? If we overextend it, it can go all the way right there, but at the 1.618, but it doesn't do that. Usually it finds the fib level at 1.236 and get rejected right after, and then it will do something like this ABC correction, or at the elliott wave, as you guys can see, a ABC zigzag correction before we see an upside to wave 5, right? So wave 5, once we find a bottom at wave 4, which I believe will be around, and this will be a big correction when we are at 94,000. It will shake the people off. It will remove the liquidate people at long and short and all that. And remember, this is the play from the big institution. This is the whales games, pretty much the game of the whales and the institution, right? But when we find the support, which usually is a 0.618 fib level, which is around 62,000, that will be bottom out before we see a big move to the upside, right? And I believe right there should, or bull run should be done there. Doesn't mean that it should be next year or something like that. The time frame doesn't matter, but you guys should know that this is how the elliott wave works, right? So again, to clarify, guys, that means wave 4 or 5 will be at a target. Wave 5 can actually get overextended as well. If we just zoom out, wave 5 can actually go all the way. This is not a high possibility. I just want to say all the way to 256,000. I don't believe this will happen because this is a big jump. It is a possibility. I don't think so. So I want to rather stay conservative. So to clarify again, my conservative target, TA target, will be at the fib level 1618, which is of course 115,000, as you guys see. I believe we will top out there, and then we have a big correction, which was the big zigzag correction ABC, right? Then we also, within this ABC, there will be waves, as you guys can see here. I will show you when we come there. So guys, just remember, if this actually unfold like the elliott wave as we see right there, remember this is a possibility, is no guarantee. Then we still have a leg up to the leg wave 3 and 5, which means we have still a lot of gains in the long term. In the short term, remember guys, let me just zoom in the daily. There are still a lot of waves. I mean, just look at this. This is one big this is one big impulsive move, right? But in small time in the daily, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an ABC correction. And within these waves, there's waves. So remember, there will be in short term, there will be some downsides and so on. Just have that in mind. But at the moment, it is looking good. The only thing we need to know now is if we can go down and bottom out, or if we have actually bottomed out, right? So just keep this in mind. Again, guys, we cannot go lower than this one, right? We cannot go lower than 52,000. If we go lower than that, if the daily candle closes, this TA gets invalidated. But at the moment, the TA is looking good, guys. And if we jump back to the daily chart to look at the short-term trading, because a lot of people are asking to do short-term TA as well, then again, guys, we can take our fib levels and see where this goes. Again, elliott wave, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we have an ABC correction. And within this ABC, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. Remember, this is what we call a corrective move. Again, we need to find the bottom before we see a bigger upside. at the moment, if you look at the fib levels, I do believe 54 to 55,000 are looking as a possibility. That is what the fib levels are telling us, right? That is where the strong support will be. That is also what the VPV are telling us. However, if we go below that, all the TA with Elliott wave gets invalidated, and then we can look at a new support line, which will be at this target, right? This will be pretty much support, and that will also be bad for the alts, right? Because they will suffer. This will also be a great way to accumulate more Bitcoin per se. So the price right there can be around 47,000, guys. Just be aware that if this does not hold, if the fib level does not hold, if the support line does not hold at 52 to 53,000, we cannot, I repeat, we cannot go below 52,000 and close the weekly there. If we do so, this TA pretty much gets invalidated. If you look at the RSI, guys, RSI are looking all right. We are below 50 in the daily, which means we are still in a downtrend. We need to go above it, as I mentioned many times. If we look at the RSI stock, we are heavily oversold. That is good. Usually that means we have to bounce back. TSV, nothing much to show. Some bullish divergence, some hidden bullish divergence, so on. MACD, again, nothing much to show, just looking at like it's going to cross over to the upside, guys. So we can see where it bottoms out at 55,000, 54 before we see a bigger move to the upside, guys. Guys, if you like my content, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the content, of course, hit the alert button, join our free Telegram, guys. And yeah, guys, thanks you for watching, and see you in the Telegram group.